Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Dr. Pablo here with a few friends that we're just going to have a general discussion and see if anything pops up that you might learn something. So I'd like to introduce you to Naveed, who's having a drip of vitamin C and some GSMAF. And Naveed and Naveed, double trouble, all the way from England. So how are you? Talk nice and loud. So,
yeah, very well, very well. Yeah.
So you've just arrived in our facility.
Yes.
I'll come closer to you so we squeeze in, get a little personal. There we go. So you've just arrived in our facility. So what do you think?
Yeah, very good, very good. I'm very surprised about the location, because when looking in videos on YouTube, you don't actually get to see what it's really about. But when I came here, it's like a 5-star hotel here. It's they've got every single room for like massage, oxygen therapy, ozone therapy. They'll have the X-rays, the scans, right?
Yeah, ultrasound.
Ultrasound scans.
But more important, the thermal imaging, which is early detection of any problem in the body.
Fantastic.
So teeth issues, breast issues.
Yeah.
Children that are crying a lot and you don't know what is the problem. You do a thermal image. And you will see, oh, look, they've damaged their hip or you hurt their finger.
Yeah.
Really, babies that don't know, they can't communicate to you. Yeah. Disabled people, very good for finding problems that you don't know about. So yes.
Yeah, no, it's been a great experience.
So what was it like? You probably want to say a lot, yes.
Yeah.
But, so we spoke for the first time back in December.
Yeah.
Doing some research for a family member.
Correct.
And it's concerning, the thought of a strange place in South America, yes?
Yeah. Well,
so that was a worry.
Yeah, when we arrived here first, actually, we were going to meet you, Dr. Pablo, initially, but because my brother here, he knows someone here, we ended up meeting someone in Guayaquil first. We spent one night in Guayaquil. From Guayaquil to Salinas, it took us around 2 hours to come here.
Okay, yeah.
But it was a lovely journey on the way. You'll get to see what Ecuador is really about. So even that experience, just seeing the country, was very, very nice.
Yeah.
And then getting here and seeing this area, it's a lot different than Guayaquil.
So you're concerned of guns, drugs, you don't see any of that, yeah?
Not anywhere.
You feel comfortable, you didn't even want me to be with you in the street, you feel very calm.
I feel very calm. In Salinas, you don't have any worry.
Yeah.
You have no worry here. In Guayaquil, I didn't know the area at first, so obviously you're naturally looking
and that's
around.
That's like the US or any country you go to, there's areas of you have to be careful.
You just think, okay, I don't want to be careful here.
And you don't leave your telephone, you're having a coffee, you don't leave your phone there because that's a year's wages for somebody.
Exactly.
So you need common sense when you travel outside your own country.
Correct.
But here you could get away with that.
If I could take this camera and take this and show.
Oh, I do videos out the front. There are some there.
Then people they'd understand.
Yeah.
And the way you're building is very new. It's not like it's run
down.
It's a brand new building. Yeah. It's clean. It's and you know the staff members, that was amazing. Yeah. When I first came, I met what was this doctor's name?
Dr. Leo.
Dr. Leo. I met Dr. Leo first, and we sat for a while. He's a very good man, very understanding, and he explained all the situations with regards to my brother.
Yeah, he had reviewed the long list of reports.
That's right. Yes, he did, and he gave me good feedback on that. Then obviously I met you, and then we went over, and we're still going over some more things.
He's still confused because I told him I was a dwarf, but I'm a little bit bigger than a dwarf.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm the dwarf here. Yeah, Dr. Pablo is like 6'10", and when you get to see him, he's very intimidating. So
don't argue, yes?
Stay on his good side.
His friend's scared of needles, but I said you need an IV, and you need an IV, so he's having an IV.
So he's having an IV.
So we gave him some complimentary treatment. How was the staff? The needle?
It's comfortable.
The needle went in nice and easy.
Went in nice and easy. I was told I've got good veins.
Very good.
And I'm comfortable. Feels good. Feels okay.
Very good. Well done.
And he gave a massage yesterday.
So there's not a lot of one treatment's not going to do a lot, but this I wanted them to experience some of the services here. This is our week off, so we don't have any critical cancer patients having treatment here at the moment. There's just a few people having massage and colonic irrigation and a few things like that. So what I wanted to just quickly brief on, because you're learning, and I notice you have the spark I had. Once you start to learn this, you go, wow, it's amazing. And it's hard for other people to understand.
Very hard.
How can that be possible? That the traditional medical people don't know about this?
So even some family members of mine are a bit skeptical about the situation.
Okay.
But in all honesty, I have seen improvements in my brother for the last couple of months, like drastic improvements.
Yeah.
The man who was only able to live a couple of days, they gave him when I arrived
And
there,
he bounced back, so he's
and
got
he
some
bounced
good.
back really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, we had very good results,
Yeah.
amazing results.
Yeah. And that was what you were doing, some nutritional things.
It was
and-
basically, honestly, what I was learning from yourself, and I was learning from other doctors and nutritional things for him. Nothing dangerous, just things that you were over-the-counter medicine.
concentrated food, I
Exactly,
call it. Yeah.
basically, like herbal, little herbal, and a lot of vitamins and just
Yeah.
things like that. You know, even we didn't give high dose at the beginning; we just gave small dose,
Yeah.
and they were doing really, really well.
Yeah.
Then we did some oxygen therapy for him and some
Yeah.
vitamin C, high dose of vitamin C.
Yeah.
That was in central London when we done that.
Yeah.
But you have it all the facility. See, we would travel from one facility to another facility. It's really difficult.
Actually, you remind me of,
Really difficult.
when I started, people were dying from exhaustion.
Yeah.
Because I'd done a program that included all of these
Yeah.
things, and that's right, yeah, an hour over there waiting,
Yeah.
then they're behind for their next appointment, and
Like
it's a
for
lot
example,
of work.
we'd have to go to oxygen therapy. Then we have to go to a different clinic for IV drip of vitamin
Yeah.
C. Then we ordered a rifle machine and we'd have to do that then. At least here, what I've known is that they can come here, they can relax. The scenery, the way the roads are, you can really relax, stress-free.
Yeah.
Come here, everything's done in this one clinic.
Yeah.
And that's what's amazing about your clinic. I didn't expect it to be so good when I came, but I am very, very impressed.
Thank you.
Very, very impressed
Thank
the way you set it up. And I understand that you're even expanding even more now.
Yeah, we've got 200 acres, and we're building the Health ReTreat there, so the
Yeah.
main cancer and mobility and aged rehabilitation
Yeah.
is their focus there, and this is a franchise, so we hope to open these in England and so on, not focusing on cancer but wellness, doing what we're doing here.
Even this clinic here, you are going to extend it to the
Yeah,
next
so
door
we've
as
got
well.
the building next
That's
door
what
that
one of the
we're
staff
going
members was saying.
we can
yeah.
have that in June.
That's fantastic.
so we'll
I
be making
think
this
if
a bit
anyone
bigger.
here is critically ill and are in the same situation as myself, I think honestly they need to come and visit you, Dr. Pablo.
Thank you.
And that is the truth, because sometimes the doctors don't give us the answers we need.
Yeah.
And in the case of my brother, they gave no cure.
Yeah.
They gave
No hope.
no hope. There is no hope at the end. And that's fair enough. The doctor's done their best. I don't take anything away from them.
No.
But as a family member and a person that's going through emotional trauma, you know that you need to do something else.
Yeah.
So you need to go and learn, do your research, and after so much research, honestly, I come down to 2 or 3 people, but I felt that you were the best guy for me, and that's what I came to visit.
Yeah.
And
So let me explain a couple of things. So it's hard for people who don't know the way the medical system works, and the oncologists are good at doing what they do. And I'm not here to criticize them, say that that's not the path you should take. But what I will say clearly, that if cancer is metastasized, they can't operate and take it all out. In most cases, they open up. So if you've got esophageal cancer or cancer in one location, they see it in the liver, they close you up and say, sorry, we can't help you. We can extend your life by giving you some chemotherapy. So a few factors. Quality of life is important. yeah.
very important.
So if you choose a path, there's no side effects with what we do except more energy, feeling good, being stronger.
Yeah.
Even if you don't make it, you
Correct.
die from exhaustion, which is what we should all die from. We shouldn't die from sugar diabetes. We shouldn't die from heart disease.
True.
All of these things, we should die from exhaustion doing what we love and what we enjoy. So do the research. GCMAF, it's out, don't rely on me. Look out there. It's an amazing therapy. Like 6 weeks bone cancer. I've got it documented. It's in the download. Before and after. Have a look at the download. I didn't type that up. That's from in another country doing the home program. The before and after. 6 weeks completely gone from the spine, and the person was to be a paraplegic.
Dr. Pablo, I think you should tell, when people do research on GCMAF, there's a lot of negative feedback online from GCMAF, which is made from blood.
Okay, I
So-
didn't know there was any,
There
so
was
I
some,
haven't
there
seen
was some,
that. Is
there
there?
was some. So I
Okay.
want people to know this, that when
Okay.
they do research
So we
on-
used to use the product made in Japan,
yeah,
and it's a good product,
Yes.
but I had 2 people hospitalized from it. Very, very rare,
yeah.
but the fact that it happened, I stopped using that. Ours is I think it's 20 to 40 step process. It's made from colostrum,
Colostrum,
which is
yeah.
the first week of a mother giving birth. The milk is colostrum. And no, we don't have a factory with a lot of women giving their breast milk. It is
Yeah.
made from cows, but the protein is the same protein that they're using out of blood, but it's made in a safe way, and it's not using human blood, and that always concerned me. And we had a lot of patients saying, "Listen, I don't want to use human blood from Japan."
It also concerned me because I didn't want to. When I was looking to, I don't want to take a risk.
Yeah.
I never wanted to take a risk on this journey.
Yeah.
To try saving my brother. I don't want to take risks.
You don't want to hurt somebody.
If you remember, I asked you, is it made from blood?
Yes.
And you said, no, mine is only made from cholesterol.
That's correct.
That's the only reason, seriously, why I said, I trust this man. I know he's doing the right thing. I came over.
So, but in the beginning we used both.
Yeah.
But we found the new one that we're getting now, which is stage 5. In the stage 5 is they've modified their process, and it's 80% faster than the one made from blood now.
Amazing.
The results that they're getting from it. So that's important. There's also a little additive in it that's specifically good for hormone cancer, so prostate and breast cancer. So that aside, that's a really powerful therapy. So, but also a mistake you made. The B17, there's a protocol, yes?
Yes.
So you buy a $100 bottle of B17 tablets, and you didn't know the $5 zinc should be taken with it, the enzymes need to be with it. So he may be getting some benefit from that because he would have been eating fruit and veggies, there's enzymes in that. So don't be concerned, but to get it running on its full capacity, the B17 needs enzymes, needs zincs, and a few other things. So we have a protocol for that.
Which is what you
and that's from the original 20 years ago, that protocol always been out there, and then we've modified it 4 more products that are full of really natural anti-tumorous food in a concentrated form. So the mushrooms from Japan, all the certain things that cure, that are reported that have cured people on their own. And when we're talking England, Australia, USA, we have knowledge of 100 years, 200 maybe. When you're getting knowledge from China, you've got thousands of years they've been using these herbs. It's not new. So you can't throw away ancient wisdom. And so really important, those products. So the other 4 products that we have in the protocol is all of those things that have been documented under a microscope to cure cancer.
I think you don't, another thing is to tell people is that you don't just give herbs in bags and this. Like they look like where they come from.
No, the instructions.
They're all bottled. They're all you can get. Like
this is a messy example, but you get every day. So you get Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oops, the weekend. Everything's typed up very clear.
And it's very clear.
And based on the client, we modify it.
Quite easy as well, from what I understood. So
that's the biggest thing to you. He thought he had to come here to learn to do it. It's a home program. You can do it at home. You didn't have to come here, yes? It gives you more confidence and faith.
100%. I didn't need to, but I wanted to come here just to see.
You wanted to see how tall I was.
Oh, now I know. Don't worry. And I wanted to go over things with you, discuss things about my brother. And I'm happy I made the journey. So happy. And the country's beautiful. I'll definitely come back when this.
I invite you to come to our opening in about 12 months. The 200-acre facility.
I'd love to.
It's having a water theme, so people can relax with waterfalls and that. So we're going to a lot of trouble to make a little paradise for people.
That's really
so in that land, you'll have little houses. And then you just have a short walk, or if you're not well, you'll have like a golf cart, and you come into the facility and start your program, which is the same as we're doing here at the moment. So this is filling the gap while we're doing the new building. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's 8 to 10 hours of treatment.
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, half a day. Sunday, 1 hour. Only if you're doing the high pH therapy. If you're not, Sunday's off. 2 weeks. Then a week rest. 2 weeks,
like
a week rest.
Today's the week rest.
This is the week rest, so it's easy. You came on a good week. We can spend a lot of time with you. So that's the routine. And on the week off, you get bloods. We review. So if you're becoming anemic, we increase things that have iron in them. If your bloods were anemic and they're not, we back off on those. We increase this tablet, decrease that. Cancer's intelligent, right? You've got to outthink it and attack it from different directions.
That's the thing, and that's what I experienced with my brother. As you know. We got a major shrinkage in his.
You got big improvement, then suddenly not, and then it started to improve. His energy levels went up, and then went down.
And now his liver and kidney are hurting him a bit. So.
And that's happened from, and I didn't talk to you about that, but it's quite possible. Did he have an infection and they gave him antibiotics?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm not
I wasn't
against
there.
antibiotics,
Yeah.
but there have been incidences where people take certain antibiotics, and if their kidney's a little bit weak, it can damage the kidney. So you have to be aware of that. I'm sure
Yeah.
the doctors are
Yeah,
aware of
I'm
that.
sure they're aware of that now.
So-
Well, but
so-
this is why I'm here as well, because I wasn't looking in a good state, and I said I was only doing small amount of things that you do.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you
Yeah.
compare my list to your list, there's no comparison.
Yeah.
And the way it's structured, and how many times to do it, and only 3 times this in a week, and 2 times this.
Yeah.
So this is, I needed to pick your brain, and that's
Yeah.
why I came over here.
Yeah.
I need to pick your brain and understand this.
Yeah. So
And I'm
that's
really
good.
happy. I'm
So
really happy.
all going well. He'll get back on track.
Hopefully, inshallah, he will get back.
You've got faith and know that there is an option that's detailed so well, because there was a bit of concern that we're so far away. So to come here, I thank you for coming here. I thank you for be willing to do a video for those people at home.
I would like to help anyone who's got cancer. And I'm not saying that traditional way is not the way. I'm not saying that. But when there's no hope and people know, there's sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
You got to take measures for your loved ones, and you got to go out there and try whatever you can,
Yeah.
because you don't want to live knowing you didn't try.
Yeah, that you live something out that could have made a
That's
difference.
something you can't live with.
What annoys me is that, not annoys me, but in most cases, doctors will tell you that, listen, this is the chances of success are like 0,
Exactly.
a few percent. We can give you chemo to extend your life, but at the end of the day, they're telling you you're going to die soon.
Yeah.
So choose to die with quality. Choose to have quality of life till the day you go.
And even
Or do alternatives that will lift you up and make you stronger. And if you don't make it, you die from exhaustion. You die healthy. It's a much better way to go.
And to be honest with you, with this kind of medicine, or the little bit we were doing, it was already in a massive stream.
Yes.
You see?
Imagine if you
So,
got it right.
Imagine if you got it right. So you never know.
Yeah.
You could be, God willing, he can be cured.
Well, hopefully so just to talk about his case a little bit, we don't know what the situation is. They're waiting 4 days from results from scans. Really frustrating. Here we get results the same day. The main thing I love about this in the hospitals, we go and get we have ultrasound machine now, but if you go to get anything done, you get the report within 15 minutes of you walking out of the room. You have a full report, so we know what to do and we don't have to wait 4 days for it. But what's important that you acted quickly. You got him in the hospital. He's got this pain. I never wanted to pray that somebody has a problem, but we're hoping his problem is gallstones, because it's so sharp in his particular case, and God willing, that's what it is, and then he can bounce back and be well. But I thank you for coming here.
Thank you, Dr. Pablo.
We pampered you a little bit with massage and giving some free treatment here to your friend
That was nice.
to revitalize
We needed
his
that.
energy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And we thank you for coming and doing
Thank
this
you
little
guys,
video.
and don't be
And
afraid to contact Dr. Pablo. He's a wonderful man, and in the 5 months that I contacted him, I want people to know this, he never refused me once. He never refused me once, and never asked me for a penny in them 5 months until I came over. So I want him to know that about you. You're very genuine. Thank you.
Yeah, I was showing him what he doesn't know is his sister's been talking to me too. So I've got like these thousand messages that backwards and forwards. So, but it's good. So the secret to avoid that is get the family together. Everyone asks at the same time, because what can happen is one person is trying to defend what I do. Don't tell people. Listen, I found this. This may be beneficial. Do some research. Let me know what you think. Ask for their feedback. To look up GSMAF, look up vitamin B17, Laetral, look up the different therapies by yourself. And then if you open your eyes enough to read what's out there, you go, wow, and this is all in one location.
Dr. Pablo,
Wow.
I think it's very important that you tell people that the medicines that you gave me, you can see, even just common sense, they need to know there's no side effects to this.
That's correct.
Like it wouldn't make sense unless you were given crazy doses of something.
There are. Look, I'm bigger than normal.
Yeah.
There are a few side effects. You get stronger and bigger.
Yeah. But there's no
more
side
energy,
effects
but there's
to
no
this.
bad side effects.
That's the
We've
thing.
had people arrive here with their liver elevated so high. We start the program, and in 10 days, you see their liver in very critical people. I'm talking they can't walk. They're so weak. We start giving them the products, and their liver function improves daily. And so there's no issues. We've had people arrive here. They've had one kidney removed. The other one's got cancer. Very weak. Yellow. Jaundice, and we see improvement. Now, with one kidney gone and the other one weak, we start slow. We don't give boom a lot of products. But the B17, we hit them with high levels. The G7F, high levels. But a lot of the wellness, the supporting vitamins, we increase them slowly. But that's with 1.5 kidneys. But 99.9% of the cases, we don't have people with kidney problems. And if their kidney function is a little bit out or the liver function is a little bit out, we hit them with what you're doing and everything improves. 21 days you start to see. I always say to people, mark on the calendar, from the day you have everything when we're shipping it to you, that's day one. That Monday is day one. 21 days, do blood tests on the Monday, and you look at the difference. Amazing. In 100% of cases, you see improvement with people. That's our story. Thank you for traveling. I insist you come and visit us when we open the new facility. I know it's a long way to travel, but we'll recharge you when you get here. And, so he asked about, the program here. The 3 months program comes with a guarantee. If the cancer has not completely gone, but it's obviously, in your case, it's 70, 80, or 90%, it's in the right direction, we will treat you ongoing for free. You just pay accommodation because we want your testimonial. We want you to be added to the list of people that we're helping become well. So keep that in mind. You don't get a guarantee with the 1 month. 1 month people come, we hit them heavy. We do a good program. It has 80% of the therapies. Some therapies have to be done for 3 months.
For example, the pH therapy.
Yeah, the high pH therapy is a 3 month program. It's a waste of time doing it for 1 month. And every case, you hear this, every single case, we got major shrinkage in 1 month. But not everyone has the money, and it's unfortunate. Yes. These products are so expensive. You know expensive. The GCMAF.
Even some of the products that you gave us, for example, some of the off-the-counter products, they're even so expensive. Yeah, they're $80 to $100 a container, some $120. Even they're expensive.
So all of these things add up, and but it's somebody's life. So I say to people, 2 things. You learned this, yes? You can have a $200,000 car, but if you don't have a spark plug, it doesn't run properly. You didn't have zinc in the protocol, you're only doing 50% of what you need to do. So, and that's a $5 bottle of zinc, yeah? The cheapest thing, most important, number 1. And the other thing I wanted to say, and I've almost forgotten it, so I won't bother. Yes, it's gone. There was 2 things I wanted to say. But anyway, the 2 of us, I traveled to the US. In 4 days, I had 1 day sleep. So I'm just a little bit tired. He done the same to get here in a hurry for his brother. God willing, we work together because we like to get everything fresh. So we buy in for people when they're coming. So when you order, we pay a deposit. Now what happened in this case? He had a sudden change. He said, "Listen, we need to get on it." He was coming in a month. We need to get onto it really quick. So he's dropped everything, taken time off work. I dropped everything because it was the week off. I flew to the US to up our supplies to get the things that were missing for his type of cancer, because every cancer is different.
That's right.
So we managed, luckily everything went smoothly. It all arrived. He arrived a day late. He arrived the day I arrived back. Perfect timing. So we're both tired and exhausted. And tomorrow you fly back. So I only came for a couple of days for a little bit of training.
That's it.
Because he wanted to be 100%, not get anything wrong.
Yeah.
But we Skype, so don't be concerned if you can't travel here. We can Skype and give you all the answers.
WhatsApp calling.
We email you the sheets, you print them out. So the main thing you need is a printer and a Skype, and we can talk anytime. Once you're in a routine, I keep my Skype schedule to Tuesdays and Thursdays. But you've messaged me every day of the week up to 9 o'clock at night. You always get an answer in 15 minutes.
There's never been a time where I've never got an answer.
Yeah. So,
and I appreciate that, all that patience.
It's what people,
I appreciate that.
You know what the other clinics, you meet the doctor the day 1, he writes a protocol, and you see him in a month.
Yeah.
Like things change in a month. We modify daily here, so it's really important that. So that's what the people who come here have given us that feedback.
By the way, doctor, you do have nurses. I don't think you give justice to what you created here. You have
I don't do any of the needles.
You have doctors, you have people who are giving masseuse, you have a lot of things that are going on here. People need to know this, because if they don't know it...
did you think I was here by myself? No, I'm not Superman.
On the videos, you don't show enough of your
staff.
You don't.
Okay.
I've noticed that. So I want you to know this, so people will know this. So, they'll see this.
Yeah.
This clinic is amazing. They come, they can relax. You can bring your loved one over here. They will be in good hands. And
You
that's
bet.
and honestly, that's what they need to
And
do.
the other
They need
thing,
to
not
hear
only
this.
do we put them in beautiful new buildings for
Yeah.
the accommodation,
Yeah.
if they're weak, we have a nurse. So you haven't met all the staff.
Okay,
And I have 12 staff.
all right.
So we have nurses that stay with you 24
Wow.
hours a day
I
if you're
didn't know
feeling
that.
weak.
No, that's really good.
So in addition, because that may concern you, yeah, what happens if something happens? So if somebody's not strong, we put a nurse with you 24 hours a day. So care is, it doesn't cost anything extra.
Wow,
Everything we
that's
do
amazing.
here is included. There's no out-of-pocket expenses. So you go to Mexico, it's $5 for a paracetamol.
Yeah.
You know, so you've paid $20,000 and then you leave with another $10,000 with it. He needed 2 X-rays and he needed it. If we need to do a scan, it's included. Everything we do here is included. So that's really important. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Thank you so
in the
much.
name of our Father, in God, whoever you believe in, may all the energy go into your brother to heal him.
Inshallah.
May the family put energy, all positiveness into him.
Inshallah.
And I hope I believe that there's a possible miracle here. So let's pray
Same
for it
here.
and let's hope that it
This is
happens.
it.
Okay.
This is it.
So I'll sign off with those good words, thinking of all of you at home that are suffering. Hopefully you find what you're looking for. And we just thought I'd introduce a stranger to you that came here and goes, wow, I watched every video, but I didn't realize it was so good. So I wanted him to tell you
That's
himself.
why I keep saying it over and over.
Yeah.
I need people to know that they need to come here and see for themselves.
Yeah.
If they're having.
You can't put it into words, yeah? You can't feel it. And, yeah.
What you do is make a video of your clinic and outside on the road, then they'll understand a bit, a little bit.
We'll go surfing now and we'll do a video of that and say,
There's actually
once you're
people-
strong, you can surf.
There's actually people surfing outside.
Yes,
So
okay.
funny.
Signing off now. God bless and all the best for the week, month and year. Bye for now.